Hey, how's it going? It is March 8th, Sunday, 2:44 a.m. I can't sleep. I'm hungry. I have to take a shit. I'm in my car right now. Uh, I'm just like, you know, I'm really depressed. I'm really depressed. Uh, I drank a like a 32 ounce of Budweiser today, and I chased it with a cold medication, with the cold and flu, and fucked myself up a little bit. I think I deserved it. Pretty numb. Uh, the other day I walked into the bakery, and the pretty girl, the girl with the boyfriend, she was behind the counter, and as soon as I walked in, she walked into the back of the bakery, and then out comes some guy in an apron, and then she comes out, and I say, "Hey, could I get a coffee?" She puts the coffee cup on top of the coffee maker, and then this guy says, "Oh, I don't want you talking to my daughter." He says, "My daughter said you asked her if she wanted to ride in your car, and you're bothering my daughter, and I don't want you talking to her." And he's like, "I don't want you in this store." He's like, "Don't come back here." So after months of going to the bakery to get coffee and cookies and stuff, and all of a sudden I'm blacklisted from the bakery, and it sucks. It sucks. Uh, I've been going to this bakery since I'm a little kid. Like on and off here and there. Lately, I've been like religiously going there. Over the past, like, I guess 3 months, 4 months. And now all of a sudden I can't even go in there because, like, this girl she just can't talk to me. Like, if she could just talk to me and just say, "Hey, like, like, you're bothering me a little bit, or you seem kind of shit." If she could just talk to me, just be honest and be a grown up and just talk to me, and say what she has to say, and instead of saying what she has to say, she gets her old man to tell me that I bother her and never to come back. And I really like going there. I really like seeing these girls. I really like having them making my coffee. It was something that brought me a lot of happiness, and now it's gone. And I was thinking a little bit about Uranus. I felt like she was my best friend. That's what I wanted. I wanted her to be my best friend, and I felt like she was my best friend. And I visited her twice in Mount Vernon. And like I said, I look at her, I Google her name, and I look at whatever Google pictures come up with every single night. And I can't get over her. I don't have an outlet to get over her. I don't have another girl that I could turn to and be like, "Okay, maybe you'll love me," and I could get over this, and and I'm heartbroken, man. I'm completely heartbroken. I'm completely heartbroken. I thought Uranus was my best friend, and out of nowhere she just fucking dumped me. And it fucking hurt, man. I have her tattoo. I have her name tattooed on my left shoulder, and I have her tulip, the tulip she has on her chest. I have that tattooed behind my ear, and I was thinking about that tattoo she has on her bicep, and I got, and I got, in Spanish, I got a tattoo that says, "El mundo todo por asalto, take this world by storm." I got written around my collar in Spanish, and I wanted, like, I wanted to meet her after I got all these tattoos and show them off to her and stuff, and that never happened. And I met this nice girl during the summer last summer. Her name is Abigail, and I had this dream, and it's weird. Like, tonight's all foggy and shit. It's like all foggy and shit, and I'm feeling like shit. And I'm like, maybe this dream will prophesize, maybe it'll manifest itself. And I had this dream that like I was standing outside my house and it was all foggy, and it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and this girl Abigail walked out of the fog and like up to me and was like, "Hey, what's going on? Let's hang out." And I hung out with this girl Abigail over the summer, and it was some of the best times I've had in a long time with a girl. And there was nothing sexual. I wanted there to be something sexual, I'm not gonna lie. There was nothing sexual, and that's okay. And I was homeless. Over the summer, and I was homeless for my birthday. And I feel like the only reason I haven't killed myself, she took care of me on my birthday, and she stepped in and she was like, I'm not gonna let you be depressed on your birthday. And she brought me to the pet store and stuff, and we looked at animals together and stuff, and we walked around together and stuff, and that made a hell of an impression on me. And she's trying to get money. She's homeless, and she's trying to get money on her Cash App, and I really don't have the money to be giving away. And I hope somebody helps her. And I wish my dreams would manifest themselves. I wish, I want a girlfriend so bad, and for the longest time, the only thing I've ever really wanted really, really bad, like, I wanted a bike since I'm 21. I wanted a motorcycle, and I got the motorcycle, and I wanted a car, and I got the car, but one thing, like, I've always wanted, like, I had my kid's mom. Before my kid's mom was like this girl that I dated, and I dated this girl and worked at the El Carib with her. And before that was a 4 or 5 year relationship throughout high school with this girl Martina, and like I've always had a partner, and for the past 20 years I haven't had a partner, a friendship or a sexual partner. It's just I haven't had it for the past 20 years, and for the past 20 years, I'm fucking completely miserable. And like, what is it worth? What is anything worth if like you can't share it? If you can't fucking, like, if you can't share your happiness, like, what is it worth? And I feel horrible. I feel horrible. This girl at the bakery, she like, she's obviously not a responsible adult. She's not as a responsible adult. If you can't communicate your feelings, and you need someone to communicate your feelings for you, and it's just that what she did was just fucking wrong, and I can't go back to the bakery now, and I have no friends. Like, I have boyfriends, I have guy friends, but I'm not gay. I don't like penis. I like my penis, but I don't like sexually, I just don't like that. I like women, and I have all these men in my life, but no women in my life, and it's just miserable, bro. It's just miserable. It's miserable. I mean, I wish I had a way to be happy again. I wish I had a way to be happy. I was listening to Jay-Z's song Smile, and I'm just like, I started crying. I'm like, I can't smile. Like, I can't smile. I lost my smile, and I just want to be happy, man. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy, man. I love playing guitar. I haven't played guitar in the longest time because I just don't have, like, who am I going to share it with? Like, who am I going to share my time, my happiness. Who am I going to share it with? I don't have anyone, you know, and it just sucks. It sucks. No one's coming through. No one's stepping in. You know, no one's helping. It's just a rotten life. I feel like I have a rotten life. You know.